Hello guys, today we tested the road and literally lived with one of the most interesting city e-bikes in this class, the Fido C11 Pro. On paper it looks like another affordable step-through model, but in practice this is a bike that seriously raised the bar in the category of urban e-bikes. It's lightweight with 104 km long range, IP54 waterproof, and most importantly, its price is still within realistic limits. And for more details, be sure to watch this Fido C11 Pro video review. The bike comes in a large robust box and already leaves a strong impression upon unpacking. Everything is neatly protected, the components are carefully packed, and the first look at the frame reveals a modern design and a shiny metallic finish. So we got this smaller box that says accessory kit, in which we found the Fido C11 Pro user manual, keys and some fender holders. Below there is everything else, a charger with the corresponding EU cable, a lot of tools that will help us assemble the parts of the bike, lights, pedals, bell. But here comes the real surprise. Along with the bike we also received accessories that are normally purchased separately. Original high-quality metal phone holder that fits perfectly on the steering wheel and holds much more serious than the classic universal holders. Front rack, solid and aesthetically integrate into the design. And what particularly delighted us was the original Fido helmet with the integrated light signals. The rear LED light on the helmet further increases safety when driving at night and gives the whole package a premium note. Already here it becomes clear that the Fido wants to offer a complete experience, not just another e-bike. Assembling honestly simple that we expected. Front wheel, handlebars, pedals, fenders, a few basic steps, and the bike is practically ready to ride. The process itself from opening to the first ride took about 45 minutes, which is not a bad result. And here we are, out on the street, ready for our first ride on our C11 Pro. Fido's unbelievably responsible city commuter bike, exuding comfort and urban elegance at the first glance. The C11 Pro looks clean, modern and elegant, but only when you see it in person and touch it do you realize how well the balance between aesthetics and practicality has been struck. The step-through aluminum frame isn't just there for looks, it literally changes the everyday riding experience. Getting on and off the bike is incredibly easy, no clumsy maneuvering when you are in the city traffic. This is a huge advantage for everyday city driving, but also for older drivers or those who want the maximum practicality. The shiny metallic finish leaves a premium impression that is not expected in this price range. The surface reflects light in an elegant way, and the welds of the frame are precise and neat, which clearly speaks of the quality of workmanship. Especially aesthetic moment is given by the brown leather handles and the seat in the same tone. This combination of warm brown details with the modern aluminum frame in the cheerful color gives the bike character. It looks urban, but with a touch of a classic elegance. Definitely attracts attention. The seat is a Willow vacuum full fit model, and after the few first kilometers you can feel that it's designed for longer rides. It is just soft enough but retains enough firmness so that you don't sink too much on longer distances. Combined with the natural riding position, the C11 Pro allows for an hour of riding without feeling stiff in the back of the shoulders. The bike handlebars provide a good control, and the adjustable system allows you to adjust the position according to your height and preferences. Speaking of height, this model is suitable for riders from 155 cm up to 195 cm tall, which is an impressive range. The maximum load capacity is 120 kg, while the rear carrier can handle up to 20 kg of cargo, which means that you can easily carry a bag, shopping, or even additional equipment for work. At 24 kg, the C11 Pro is not a super light sport model, but when driving, that weight is distributed surprisingly well. The center of gravity is stable, the bike is balanced and safe even during slow maneuvers on the gentle hills. In city driving, where you often start and stop, this stability gives you extra confidence. The 1.47-inch LCD screen may sound modest on the paper, but in practice it offers everything you need. It shows the current speed, assistance level, battery status, total and daily mileage. The contrast is really good and readable even in bright daylight, which is crucial for safe riding. The control unit, which also houses that LCD screen, allows it for easily switching between the three basic assistant levels, Eco, Sport and Turbo. Reactions are fast and switching between modes is intuitive. There is also a throttle function limited to 6 km/h, which is ideal for pushing the bike uphill without effort. A particularly practical detail is the USB-A port integrated into the control unit that is used to charge a smartphone while it's mounted on the holder. This means you can use navigation without worrying about the phone's battery, and the energy comes directly from the main battery. The Fido app further enhanced the experience. Connecting to the Android or iOS device is fast and stable. Through the app, you can track detailed ride statistics, adjust the number of assistance levels from 3 to 5, manage certain settings, and even turn off the button beeps. This sense of personalization gives the bike a modern, almost smart vehicle dimension that we rarely see in this price segment. Now at the heart of the bike is a 250-watt rear motor with 55 Nm of torque and a maximum speed in pedal assist mode of up to 25 km/h. On paper, this sounds standard for the EU regulations, but in practice it provides a very lively feeling. It overcomes city hills without any problems, and the acceleration is linear and controlled. The Mivice S200 torque sensor is the real star of this system. Unlike classic sensors that react only to pedaling, this one measures the force of pressure and proportionally adds assistance. The result is a natural riding feel, as if you have extra power in your legs. There are no sudden jerks, no artificial pushing. The transition between manual and electric driving is almost impeccable. In the turbo mode, we notice a minimal lag on jump start, but this is something that only more demanding users will notice. In a real city driving, this is not a factor that spoils the experience. The 499.2 Wh battery is removable and can be locked with a key. Removal is simple and practical, which means that you can leave the bike in a garage and charge the battery in the apartment. Charging takes about 5 hours. The declared range is up to 104 km, but in a real combination driving with the mode change, we achieved about 85 km. That's a realistic, fair figure for this class. The front suspension fork with the 40 mm of travel may not sound spectacular on the paper, but in actual driving it provides to be a very smart-tuned solution for urban and suburban terrain. It is not an aggressive mountain bike fork that swallows big drops, but a finely tuned system that absorbs what is most important to the rider in everyday life. Combined with a solid aluminum frame, a balance is achieved between comfort and directly feeling on the road. 700C wheels with the 40 mm wide tires are ideal middle ground between speed and stability. The 28-inch wheel diameter makes it easier to maintain speed and better overcome obstacles, while the 40 mm width provides additional safety and contact with the surface. When you put it all together, you get a bike that feels stable, predictable and safe in the city, but at the same time comfortable enough that after an hour of riding you don't feel fatigue in your arms and shoulders. The Shimano TY300D rear derailleur is part of a proven 7-speed system that is known for its reliability and easy maintenance. You can really feel it when riding. Gear changes are clean without skipping and without that unpleasant crunch of the chain. The 7-speed system covers real city needs, from easy cruising on the flat to moderate climbs. Hydraulic disc brakes further raise the level of safety. Front and the rear provide the strong and even braking force. When we press the lever, the feeling is firm, progressive and precise. There is no sudden locks, but the power is dosed in very controlled manner. There is no drift, no vibrations in the levers, and the braking remains predictable and linear. Combined with the wide tires and well-distributed weight of the frame, the feeling of control is beyond expectations for this class of bike. The rear rack is robust and tightly integrates. It's not a thin decorative piece of metal, but a serious construction that can carry up to 20 kg, solid, robust and reliable, no flex, no vibrations. The front rack that you can see here can be purchased separately, also adds the extra dimension of practicality. When you put a bag on the front, the weight distribution remains stable. In a city riding, that means you can ride without a backpack on your back without swearing or feeling uncomfortable. The mudguards are full and well fitted. It is detail that makes the difference between a recreational bike and an everyday bike. The front LED light has a wide beam and it's strong enough for city conditions. The rear light with brake light function adds an extra layer of safety. When you hit the brake, the light becomes brighter and clearly signals to drivers behind you that you are slowing down. And yes, the Fido C11 Pro is designed to handle real-world conditions, including rain and splashes of water, thanks to this IP54 certification. Another detail that I particularly like about the Fido C11 Pro is the integrated safety lock on the rear wheel. It is about the so-called ring lock system that blocks the wheel with one move and prevents someone from simply sitting on the bike and riding away. This is extremely practical when you park your bike for a few minutes in front of a store or cafe. Then key is also used to lock the battery, so you don't have to carry several different keys. After a day of riding through the variety of conditions, the Fido C11 Pro proves to be a serious, well-equipped and technologically modern city e-bike. Comfort is very good, the seat position is natural and the assistance is smooth and unobtrusive. The chain transmission is excellent, the fenders are efficient, and the front and rear racks make it really practical for everyday tasks. A big plus is the application that provides additional control and overview of driving, while stability and safety elements instill confidence in traffic. We especially like its practical and elegant design, the integrated battery, neatly routed cables and clean line of the frame gives a modern yet futuristic look. It's not the perfect, but it offers a lot in this price category. So if you are looking for a reliable, fully featured city e-bike ready for everyday use without the extra investment, this is a model worth considering. Stocks are limited because interest is high. It's no wonder this C11 Pro is one of the Fido's best-selling e-bikes models of this year. So if you are thinking about buying, now is the time to act and secure your unit while it's still available. That will be all for today, and we'll see you in the next video review. Until then, bye.